Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be trying out all the new high-end makeup that I recently bought. I got a bunch of stuff from Sephora, so we're going to do a little high-end makeup get ready with me. So make sure you guys grab a snack, get cozy, or grab your makeup and your brushes so we can get ready together, and let's get into it and have some girl time. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Natasha Denona Love Face Palette. I showed this in my recent Sephora haul. I cannot wait to dabble into this. These colors look so gorgeous. If you guys watch my channel, you know that I am such a big fan of these Natasha Denona palettes. The light one is my go-to. So I'm going to start off with this color right here, Giddy, and I'm also going to mix in a little bit of this baby pink. And the huge mirror in here is my absolute favorite. So let's try this out. Okay, I don't really know how I feel about these two colors right now. They kind of make my eyes look like I'm sick. You know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe. But we are gonna trust the process like always. I feel like with most of my looks, especially the eyeshadow, it's all about trusting the process and it usually comes together in the end. I don't know about these two colors. Anyways, let's go in with the shimmer because that always saves the look. So I'm gonna take this color and I'm honestly most excited about this shade. It's called Affinity. I'm gonna pop that all over the lid with a little setting spray. I actually got a new setting spray today, which I'm excited about, but let's go in with this color first. Oh, it's definitely a bit more sheer than I thought. Let me go in with my finger. Oh yeah. Your fingers definitely make a difference, especially with these eyeshadows. I feel like they actually work best with your finger. That is gorge. But you definitely have to use your finger. It doesn't really pick up that much product with a brush. So if you want more of a sheer look, use a brush. That definitely helps. I'm gonna add a little bit of a deeper plum on the outer V just to pick away from that transition color. It's a pretty color. I love shades like this, but I think this tone specifically on my skin tone maybe isn't the most flattering. I'm gonna go in with this plum shade right here. I'm adding that on the outer lid. This is a nice color. Okay, I actually like this color. This is really pretty. It's like a silvery kind of purple moment. I'm gonna take a little bit of that Giddy shade, just add it right here. I think there it looks fine, but when I had it all over the lid, it looked a little scary at first. But if you just do a little bit in the crease, it'll help to blend out some of the darker purple. Okay, I'm liking this. I don't know. I think it's pretty, but I'm kind of definitely gearing more towards the light or the darker version to this palette. I think I just like the tones more, to be honest, but these are cute. I'm gonna add a little bit of this pinky color kind of over that purple as well. I always try to use as many of the shades as possible. I do wish there was another shimmer in this palette though, I will say. I feel like some of the colors blend a little bit better in the other palettes, at least for me, versus this one. Maybe it's because it is purple, I don't know, but let me put on some lashes, try out a new mascara actually, because I have this one from Fenty, and maybe, hopefully the look will come together. In the meantime, I'm just curling my lashes with my Tweezerman eyelash curler, which by the way, Tweezerman, they have amazing tools. I love the lash curler, love their tweezers, so good. But let's try out this Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Volumizing Mascara. Ooh, okay, love the packaging. I actually do like Fenty's mascara. I like this wand too. It's pretty traditional. Oh, I love how dark it is. Add some volume and a little separation too, which is nice. I feel like this would be a good layering mascara if you want to add some thickness, a little bit of volume, but I'm going to try it out on my lower lashes and we'll see how it looks. I like it so far. I do think it's a good mascara, maybe just with like 1 or 2 coats, because I feel like if you do too many, it could get clumpy because of the formula. It's a little bit more on the wet side. By the way, you guys, I don't really like the eye makeup. I feel like also this eye looks a little bit splotchy right here, but I can't really do anything about it. Like I feel like when I add more eyeshadow, it doesn't really help too much. Yeah, I think the formula of the other palettes is better in my opinion. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I love those other 2 palettes. This one, I'm not living for it. It's not terrible, but I feel like if you're gonna splurge, do the other ones, unless you love this color story, you know? Okay, meh, I need lashes ASAP. So I just popped on some lashes. I think they helped, but I used the Kiss Jubilee lashes from the Lash Couture line. I love these. Super wispy on the ends, and I also did curl them a little afterwards to make my eyes look a bit more open. Now let's get into the skin. So I picked up the new 4-in-1 Firming Peptide Setting Spray from Beauty Blender. I actually haven't tried anything new from Beauty Blender in a really long time, but look how cute this packaging is. I really like it. So let's test this out. It says it sets makeup, plumps skin, blurs pores, and reduces shine. That spray wasn't as hydrating as I thought. So I'm actually just gonna put on a little bit of moisturizer. This one is the Honest Beauty Hydrogel Cream. I feel like I need some moisture. Plus I'm using a new primer that is, from what I've seen, extremely matte and waterproof. So I want to make sure my skin is nice and hydrated. Now I'm going to use a new primer. This is the Secure the Sweat from One Size. It's apparently a waterproof mattifying powder, or primer, just kidding. It's the Dry Till Dawn primer. It provides a long-lasting matte finish, makeup stays locked in place, and it says 94% agree that they no longer sweat off makeup. I'm going to put this on my T-zone, which is where I get the most oil. So this is the packaging. Definitely not going to put this on all over because from what I've seen, this is pretty intense. Ooh, the scent is strong. Feels almost a little bit cooling. I'm gonna do a tad right in between my brows and my forehead. I'm not crazy about the scent. It's not super strong, but it's kind of just unpleasant when you smell it, to be honest. So the primer facts, it says it's sweatproof, waterproof, shine-proof, 12-hour oil-resistant shine control mattifying power. It definitely kind of smoothed me out and gave me a little bit of a matte look in that area, but it's not as dry or matte as I thought it was going to be. Now let's go in with a new skin tint. This one is from Too Faced. It's the Born This Way Healthy Glow Moisturizing Skin Tint with SPF 30. I have this one in the color Warm Sand. This is infused with coconut water, alpine rose, and hyaluronic acid. 24-hour rare vegan all-day hydration, and I like the fact that it has SPF in it, so let's try it out. Packaging looks like this, which is nice. I do really like that. Please match, hopefully. Yes, wait. I think we have a good match. Thought it was gonna be too light, but I think this is gonna be my color. So I always like to rub the product in with my fingers and then use a brush to really press it in. Not only do I think I have a match, but I think I have a perfect match. The undertone is nice on this too. More of a runny kind of formula, of course, because it is a skin tint. Definitely evens out the skin tone though, for sure. Gives a bit of coverage, but nothing crazy. It's still very light and airy on the skin, super natural. Oh no. It's pilling! I've never had that happen with this moisturizer before. That is the first time that this moisturizer is pilling. That's never happened. I'm thinking also if it's because of the setting spray that I used from Beauty Blender. Like, ew, please go away. You're so annoying. Taking this off, I want to give this a fair shot and I don't want this to pill and ruin anything. I have used this moisturizer with so many different foundations, literally never have any issues. I actually love it because of that reason. So something is not right here. I'm not going to spray that Beauty Blender spray before my makeup. I'm just going to use, I think, my Rare Beauty spray, to be honest, because that I never have issues with it either. This is super refreshing. I love this. Also gives a really pretty glow to the skin. I thought the Beauty Blender spray was going to be a bit more hydrating, but it actually felt a little bit like quite the opposite. That's why I wanted to use the moisturizer, because I felt like I needed some moisture, but I'm just not even going to use that today because I don't know if that made my foundation pill or if it was the spray. I have no idea, but let's go back in with the One Size primer and I'm going to apply this in the same area. Okay, perfect. Rewind, let's do it again. I spot cleaned my brush and we're gonna try it again. Ooh, that was a lot. Love this color match though. I'm really happy with it. I like the way this product feels too. And we blend. Very natural, like your skin, but better. Okay, good, no pilling. So maybe it was the moisturizer or that Beauty Blender spray. Like the combination probably just wasn't good. So strange. This is beautiful. Wow, it's very skin-like, and it gives coverage but in the most natural, fresh way. If you're not into a glow, you won't like this product, but I think it gives the prettiest coverage too. It's not full coverage, but it's not also totally light. I would say it's very natural, medium coverage-ish, but still super lightweight on the skin, which I love. Oh, that's pretty. Wow. That's actually a lot better on the skin than I thought it was going to be. Healthy glow. It literally says it. Healthy glow, moisturizing skin tint. Truly does give that to the skin. Curious to see how this is going to last also over top of that one size primer, because I noticed even after I applied it, it does mattify the skin and smooth it out, but it doesn't feel as matte as I thought. Now I'm going to also use something new from IT Cosmetics. It's the Bye Bye Dark Spots Concealer Plus Serum. I'm going to try this out on my under eyes. I actually purchased this and then they sent me a couple shades as well. And this one has a buildable medium coverage, natural finish, and I got the color medium cool. Let's do about that much. And you know what? Let's try out the little brush that comes with it. Urban Decay has a concealer like this as well with the big brush, the Quickie Concealer, and I love the brush that comes with it. So let's try this out. I think it's a little bit too small. It works, but probably not my favorite. I actually like the brush on the Urban Decay brush or concealer more. The concealer feels like skincare though, for sure. So I can definitely feel the serum part of the concealer as well. It feels nice. It's super creamy. Kind of reminds me of the Too Faced Ethereal Light Concealer a little bit. Feels nice. You see how hydrating the area looks? I love that. Now I'm going to go in with a new bronzer. This is the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in the shade She's So LA. So this is actually like the bronzer shade, but I have tried these before and I absolutely love these duos because you get a cream, a powder. The formula is fantastic and these are one of my favorite high-end things to purchase. So I wanted to try this bronzer because I've actually tried the Patrick Ta bronzer duo, like specifically, I think it's a contour duo, and I didn't really love it. I like the blush duos more. So I figured let me get a bronzy blush and use it as bronzer. I'm going to use my Fenty 125 face brush and I'm going to just kind of dab this in here. Oh, that's nice. It's definitely a little bit more subtle than I thought, but I'm not mad about it. I think that color and undertone is pretty. It's kind of sort of like that sunburned kind of look, but like I said, it's not extremely pigmented when you first apply it. You have to kind of build it up. It's more of a natural subtle shade. Thought it was going to be a bit more bronzed. I love the formula of these though. They blend really nicely. It is more buildable, but this is not very dark. So maybe might be more ideal if you are lighter, maybe my skin tone lighter, super fair skin. I like the undertone to it. It looks a bit like it's going to be really dark in the pan, but then when you actually apply it, it's a very subtle bronzy kind of blush. For blush, I'm going to go back into the Natasha Denona palette. I'm going to use the Barbie Pink. And I'm going to use the same brush also from Fenty. Also very natural. Thought it was going to be a bit more vibrant. I'm just adding some with my finger and then I'll blend it in with a brush. I thought the blush was going to be a bit more vibrant, but it is still pretty. It gives a nice flush. I love the formula of it. Same with the contour or the blush also from Patrick Ta, which I thought was going to be more of a bronzer. It's very subtle. So, oh, you know what? I actually forgot I have a cream bronzer from LYS, which I'm wanting to bronze my forehead anyway. So I'm going to try this out in the shade No Limits Courage. Yeah, No Limits Courage. I tried the lighter version to this and it was super creamy, but I needed to get something darker and they finally had this shade, so let's try it. Ooh, the color is pretty dark. This is what it looks like. It's super warm. I'm gonna just do a little bit around my forehead. This bronzer is very creamy. I love LYS products. They're amazing and they're not that expensive to be at Sephora. Highly recommend. The color is pretty warm, but the formula blends really easily into the skin, so you could always tone it down. You can kind of see like how creamy the product is just by looking at it in the packaging. You see how it just literally glides on the skin? It's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and set everything now with the Hourglass Translucent Veil Powder. This is one of my favorites. This powder is beautiful. Highly recommended if you like a soft matte finish. Completely blurs your skin and it makes your makeup look so nice throughout the day, like very airbrushed. And I always like to layer my powder, so I'm going to use a press powder to set the rest of my face. And this one is from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade One Fair. I'm not super crazy about the blushes that I used. They are so subtle that even after you set with powder, they kind of almost look non-existent. I love the Patrick Ta blushes, but I think that color specifically is not my favorite. Definitely gonna use another blush though, so it's all good. I'm gonna try out these from Haus Labs actually, the Color Fuse blushes. I have the color Pomelo Peach and Dragon Fruit Days, which is a hot Barbie pink. I'll try this, and then I'm also gonna try a little bit of this peachy color. Let's use this one first. And I like the way that applied. I'm gonna use the same brush, spot clean it, and I'm gonna use the other color. Wow, that's a lot. Hold on. I think I like this color more, the peachy color, but the pink is nice. I don't know what happened here, but it looks splotchy. Well, at least this side looks good, and we know that blush is so pretty. I think it's just the creams underneath. Not really feeling them, to be honest. The cream blushes. Was hopeful, but they let me down. I think this is my fault though. I don't think this is really the product. I think it's just when I applied it with my finger. This is not ideal. This skin tint from Too Faced is really pretty. I love the formula of it. It's not cakey or thick. It's really smooth and breathable. And I love the way it just melts into the skin. It's really pretty. Got a fresh canvas now. I think I'm just gonna set with powder and use powder blush because I didn't really like the cream blushes, to be honest. Okay, now I'm gonna go back with the Haus Labs blush. This is really pretty. I love the formula of this. And this color is lovely. Just mixing so many different powders. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Cloud Set powder from Kosas to kind of diffuse this area right here with my concealer and blush together. I used to not be a big fan of this powder, but now I really love it. I see the hype with it, and I'm using the color Feathery, by the way. Definitely ideal if you have dry skin. You will love this powder. I have combo skin, but I still like it because it is just so blurring, and it's really nice for diffusing edges on your makeup. Okay, this was interesting for sure. And by the way, I didn't reapply the primer or anything on this side because I left wherever I applied it right here, and I kind of just wiped away past where I put on the primer. So I think we're all good there. I'm gonna apply a little lower lash mascara, and then we'll do a lip combo. There's no doubt this mascara separates and elongates your lashes and gives a little volume, but the formula can feel kind of clumpy, so I don't recommend adding too much of this, but I do like how long it makes my lashes look and how dark it is. I'm gonna add a little black liner to my waterline. This is the KVD Tattoo Pencil Liner. Now I'm gonna do a lip combo that is not gonna match with my eyes at all, but I don't love the makeup look anyway, so I'm like, can this get any worse? This video is a hot mess, but I'm gonna use the Speak Love Smooth Glide Lip Pencil from LYS Beauty in the shade Lavish. Very creamy, even though it's wooden. This shade is gorgeous. Now, this is not going to match, but I want to try it out. I really wanted the baby pink Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm, but this one is in cherry, so let's try it out. Ooh. Oh, it smells like cherries, like cherry Ritas. Do you guys have Rita's water ice by you? Let me know. I always love cherry or mango. Those are my two favorite flavors, and this smells like a cherry water ice. And these feel really nice on the lips. They have a really smooth consistency. Is there anything else that I want to test out? I think that's everything. I'm gonna set this makeup and we will officially be all done with this look. But I'm gonna take the Beauty Blender Boost Spray. I don't really like the way this smells. It does go away. It's not very strong, but it's different. It smells like this candy that I cannot think of, or like this gum that I used to eat when I was younger. I don't know. This isn't really I mean, it does feel refreshing upon initial application, but it's not a very hydrating spray. So if that's what you're looking for, this one is not it. So this video is a bit of a hot mess, but I always like to keep in the realness that sometimes even when you're using maybe really great products or you think your makeup's looking good, stuff happens and sometimes you have to wipe it off and start over, but you just keep moving, keep making it work, and it'll come together in the end. Trust the process. Okay, so let's talk about some of these products because I have some thoughts, and I will definitely keep using these and keep you guys updated updated in my May hits and misses. But for now, these are my quick kind of first impressions. Starting with this spray from Beauty Blender, I don't know if I really love this. It's not as refreshing as I would like it to be. I'm not crazy about the smell, but it does say it reduces shine, so I feel like I can definitely see that. It's more of a mattifying spray, so maybe it might be more ideal if you have oily skin, but I'll keep testing it out and keep you updated. But right now, I'm not crazy about it. I'm also gonna keep using this One Size primer. I'm noticing my face does actually feel pretty matte right now, so we'll see. I'm going to be wearing this throughout the rest of the day and I'll keep you guys updated. This also doesn't have the most pleasant smell, but if the product works, then honestly, I guess it doesn't really matter. So I'll keep you guys updated, but I do think this area especially looks very poreless and smooth now. The lip butter balm is also nice, especially if you like a sheer cherry wash of color. You will like this formula. It's not sticky, it's really smooth, and I definitely want to get the baby pink shade because this is pretty. So I do like this. I don't really love it with the eye makeup look, but the color itself is gorgeous. Love the Healthy Glow skin tint. This is beautiful. I think also the shade makes it so much better. The undertone is great. It's just truly your skin but better, and I really like the way this feels. So I'll let you guys know how this wears throughout the day. Same with the concealer. I think this is actually really nice, super hydrating. So definitely for those of you who have more dry under eyes, you can tell this is also more of a serum concealer because of how hydrating it is and just the creaminess of it, but it feels really nice. It gave decent coverage. I love the Haus Labs blushes. I'm excited to keep using them. This peach color is everything. It's a really smooth, blendable, pigmented formula. I love the color payoff to these. I also did enjoy the cream bronzer stick from LYS. This is extremely creamy and very blendable as well. I didn't really love the Patrick Ta blush. I thought it was going to be more of a bronzy kind of product. I just realized I didn't even apply this over top. It's okay, but this is not as dark as I thought. So maybe if you have very light, fair skin, this would be a color that would show up on you. But I have other favorite colors in these blush duos that I prefer over this one. And last but not least, the Love Face palette from Natasha Denona. This is pretty, but I can't say that I'm obsessed with it. I definitely love the light and the dark version more, but I will definitely keep playing with this palette. I think this is a palette that I will use in conjunction with other eyeshadows as well. I wish there was another shimmer in here, but I don't know. We'll keep playing with it. Probably not something that I would recommend unless you like the color story. Otherwise, I feel like you would get more use out of the light or the darker version. But yeah, let me know if you guys have tried any of these products. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. The makeup is just not makeuping today, but I will say at least the complexion looks good. The Healthy Glow skin tint saved the day for sure. But yeah, that is everything for today's video. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. Check the description box for all the details, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye.